Santa Clarita. I don't think I've ever seen this much. I have never seen this much Democratic electricity out here in all the years. But I gotta tell you something. The very first time when we began to make a serious Democratic effort out here, Carol is right there. Give Carol a big hand. She's starting to know. I want to introduce a couple of candidates here in the room. Darryl who's running for the 5th Supervisorial District. Julie Olson, who's running for the Saugus School Board. Who's running for the Passaic Water Board. Stacy Fortner, who's also running for the Passaic Water Board. And Jerry Danielson, who's running for the Santa Clarita Community College Board. So my friends, we're on the verge of history. There is so much enthusiasm all across the region. And you know what? I gotta tell you, it's so fine to stand here with the woman that I know is going to be the next United States Senator. Superstitions, so I'm going to say canine horror. We shouldn't have an evil eye. So, folks, in 9 days, our work is just going to begin. Yes. In 9 days, we're going to have sent tremors across California because we are going to pick up seats in the Assembly with Christy Smith. In the Senate with Jonathon Ervin. And Henry Stern. And we're going to send Bryan Caforio to Congress. And let me tell you, no sexually harassing, picture darkening candidates are going to go anywhere. Because they're going to say no. So my friends, there is a difference between us and them. And the difference is we put people first. We believe in people. We believe in high quality public education. We believe in water that you can drink and air that you can breathe. We believe in health care for every American. That's what Democrats stand for. A living wage. That's what makes it work. So I want you to absorb these people. I want you to feel these people and spend every minute that you can in the next 9 days making sure that they go to Sacramento and Washington because we need them, our community needs them, our state needs them, and you guys are going to make the difference. You guys are the ones who can do it. So thank you very much, and let me bring up Christy Smith, who will be the first Democrat.
To see, especially after the week that I've had. And let me tell you about weeks like this and days like Monday. Those are the days that force you to do a gut check, to say, why am I doing this? Why am I putting my family through this? Why am I willing to stand up? And it's because of all of you. There are Green Party members in this room. There are Peace and Freedom Party members. There are Republicans, and I'm not going to call you out. What we collectively are about is about restoring a sense of community to the 25th District, to the 21st District, to the 27th District, and to the 38th District. Yes. We are going to be about real democracy and community governance once again. And on another note, because I know we are Facebook living this, I want to say to my opponent, I have had the courage to say everything I needed to say to you, to your face, in a public forum. So, you can spare me your manufactured outrage. You can spare me any conversation about ethics because you need to take a look in the mirror and address your own issues and your own hypocrisy. this race for the right reasons. We are in this race to restore our sense of community, to welcome everybody through our legislative office doors the moment they open, to start taking phone calls on November 9th from people who have been boxed out and shut out for far too long. It is an honor and a privilege to have the Attorney General with us today, and I thank her for her support. I have one big ask of you. Take a moment and think about the morning of November 9th. What do you want those headlines to say? Think hard about that. You know, because you have a visceral reaction to that question. Now you've got to ask yourself, have I done everything that I can to make those headlines read the way that I want them to? So I want to see all of your faces here in the next 9 days. If you plan to volunteer for me, if you'd like to volunteer for me, right now take out your phone and text BLUE to 33888. There are sign-ups for all of these other fabulous candidates available, but we have got to do the work. These events are wonderful and amazing, and we are energized, but if we don't capture that energy and get it on the phones and get it knocking on doors, we won't get the outcome that we want. And we deserve the outcome we've been working for. So with that, I am proud to introduce my fellow candidate and outstanding young person, Mr. Henry Stern.
Hello, Santa Clarita. Who else we got in the house? We got the San Fernando Valley in the house? Yeah! Got a little bit of the Conejo Valley. I see Northern California's in the house. We got all over California. Well, we're all showing up today to get some incredible people elected to office. I'm just one of the team here, but we're going to turn this region blue because we can deliver real outcomes for the people of California here. We're not just about talk. We're not about just texts and tweets, right? We're about real outcomes for the community. And I think we've all kind of had it with this election season, and we got to get through this, whatever this is going to be on Halloween, this creepy clown show that we're watching on the national stage right now. I think we've had enough in this region, and that's why this is armor right here for you all. The people standing on this stage are going to fight for you. They're not afraid of bullies. They're not afraid of standing up to big oil. They're not afraid of standing up to the big banks when they come knocking. They're not afraid of anything. Because we got you. You're the strength out here. And we all know that it's time. The Democratic Party has something to offer to this region, but it doesn't matter what party you come from. If you care about public schools, if you care about fairness in our markets, if you care about a good minimum wage and health care that's affordable and accessible, if you say no to atrophying in our infrastructure and our environment and say no to pollution and yes to a clean energy economy, we got a place for you. And we're going to deliver for you. We're going to work our tails off every day. I promise you that. We stand on the shoulders of giants when we run for office. And I'm running to be the youngest state senator in California. We got another young man here. On my right, though, Jonathon Ervin. He's just got a little further ahead in his life because he's got 3 beautiful kids and an amazing wife. And he serves in the military, and he's an amazing engineer. And, I just stand humbly before somebody like Mr. Ervin here because we need you to take this home, and the kind of scurrilous, negative behavior that you're having to endure out here and that I've gone through, having millions of dollars of special interest money slung against me, and what Bryan's going through, and what our Attorney General is facing, and the kind of animosity that Christy goes up against and Eric deals with, that's what's dragging this country down. And we're just going to shake it off, right? We're just going to shake it off. Right? Michelle, right? Here we go. They're going low. Where we going? Okay, let's win this thing, okay? Here we go. Jonathon Ervin now. My next door neighbor. Here we go. Here we go.
All right. So
let me say a little bit about Henry Stern. So, I've been in the Air Force 19 years, 10 and a half active, Iraqi Freedom, Enduring Freedom, Southern Watch. I go to Korea twice a year. One of the things that you learn as a veteran is that you need smart people leading our government. Now, when we went into Iraq, it was a bad decision. Not afraid to say that. And nowadays, we have this politics of dumb, politics of uneducated. Why is that? I don't know. But what I do know is you shouldn't run from the fact that Henry Stern is a smart intellectual that's worked policy. We need more policy wonks writing our policy. Yeah. And so, I'll tell you, those folks are putting my picture on mailers and, making me look like a criminal. And I understand, it's a dog whistle. But you know what? Nobody running has a top secret clearance. Except me. I've never been to jail. I've missed a court date because of deployments. We'll say that. They're putting that out there. So don't believe the commercials. That is me in the commercials, but they're twisting words up and they're doing the funny business that politicians do. I'm not a career politician. That's one of the reasons we're running. My grandparents raised me from humble beginnings in Flint, Michigan. Right? They gave me a life I never would have had if they weren't there. And so my mom had a substance abuse problem. They took me and raised me about the dignity of hard work, the commitment to service. And I'll tell you, all these folks up here, Kamala, Darryl, Bryan, Henry, Christy, and Ervin, service. This is what this is about. A lot of these folks should be making a lot of money doing something else, but they chose to serve. And that's what the commitment to service is about. I don't think the Republicans get it. I'm running against the person that got some sexual harassment claims and decided to do nothing. This is the year of not respecting our women. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. And I'd be remiss if I didn't call out my wife. She's back there, Kathy Ervin. She's a veteran too. In fact, she made rank before I did. And she chose to be a program manager for Northrop Grumman. But you know what? What that's taught me too is what that's taught me about the workplace, there's still work to do about equality, gender equality, pay equality. We still have work to do. And I'm learning from my wife what's going on in that sector. And based upon my opponent, his actions, we're not there yet. We got a lot more diversity to happen in our party, in our country. And on November 9th, we're going to have the first female president. On November 9th, we're going to have only the second minority senator